This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
The Constitutional Commission is continuing its mission to provide public education before the gender equality referendum is called. As
Cleopatra Murphy tells us tonight, members of the commission were on Cat Island trying to clear up some misconceptions about the proposed bills.
Churches that hold leadership roles exclusive to males will not be impacted by the passage of the gender equality bills if they do not offer a public service. If the church is issued a license or is operating a school where it has received public funds, the exclusion would have to stop. Retired Justice Ruby Nottage clarified this in response to a Cat Island resident who questioned the impact of Bill 4 on churches.
For example, the Roman Catholic Church or the Anglican Church, they have their own internal regulations. And there's nothing in there that forbids them acting in their own way with respect to their people, because there's no state action, there's no law that they have done something that requires that the public be treated equally.
Bill 2, that seeks to allow the foreign spouse of a Bahamian woman the right to obtain citizenship in the same way of the foreign spouse of a Bahamian man, continues to spark debate.
What makes that fella who married to that Bahamian woman, what makes him rights to have, and he ain't born yet?
Despite the reservations of some, Constitutional Commission Committee member Theresa Moxie Ingram says the country must finally address inequality.
We cannot continue in our society if we are supposed to be a part of the modern world. We do not wish to continue in our society where there is constitutional inequality between our citizens.
Others held the same view, with Island Administrator Jackson McIntosh stating that change is not easy. He thanked the commission members for providing clarity on the bills.
We're about to take this great step to bring more rights to a greater majority of our citizenry.
It is good that you brought this up so that Bahamian, the female would have the same right,
yes,
like the Bahamian man.
The commission will make its next step in Rumkey on Monday. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
Well, the groundwork has been completed ahead of the implementation of universal healthcare services set to come on stream in 2016. The National Health Insurance Plan is expected to guarantee healthcare coverage for all residents, regardless of age. Fern Carey tells us more.
The Ministry of Health, in conjunction with the National Insurance Board, have completed a proposal for the universal health insurance for the country. That's according to Health Minister Dr. Perry Gomez, who made the announcement during a visit to Fleming Street Clinic Thursday. Dr. Gomez noted that the new health plan is expected to be implemented in January of 2016.
The cost of the program has been projected, and sources of existing and new funding to sustain the program have also been identified. We would all agree that despite continued progress in health development in our country, health inequities remain, whether it's through failure to ensure sustainable deployment of doctors, nurses, or other healthcare workers in the Family Islands, or the shortage of critical drugs at times, or access of specialist physician care to reduce unnecessary hospital admission.
The new health plan will bring the Bahamas in line with modernized countries around the world. It is also expected to fix inequities in the system by providing access to high-quality healthcare services regardless of age.
Good health enhances quality of life, improves the workforce productivity, increases the capacity for learning among all age groups, strengthens families and communities, supports sustainable housing and environments, and contributes to safety and security, poverty reduction, promotes social inclusion and solidarity, and reduces crime.
The health minister noted that legislation will be reviewed or amended to support the implementation of universal health care services. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
R.E.A.C.H Bahamas President Mario Carey noting some milestones for people living with autism in the Bahamas. He pointed to the Persons with Disabilities Equal Opportunities Bill and also said there are other areas that could be improved.
We know statistically in the United States that autism costs $35 billion a year. It costs the U.S. government. How much does it cost us? We don't know. We lack statistics. We don't know how much our population. Generally, they might say that it's about a 10%. So if we're 350,000, that means that we have a population of up to 35,000 people that are on the handicap spectrum. And how many of those would be autistic, we don't know yet.
Minister of Social Services Melanie Griffin also reassured her commitment to helping people with disabilities.
It needs to be done. It needs for far too long. Persons with disabilities in this country have been like second-class citizens, and we have to bring them up to the first class, bring them up to the table, and give them their just rewards, their just due as citizens of this country.
Students from the North Andros district, parents and teachers reflected on the real meaning for the season today during the annual Christmas Carol service and Children's Party in Nicholstown, North Andros.
As LeDaunne Davis tells us, it's the 11th consecutive year that the district administrator's office has hosted the event just to say thank you and to spread some holiday cheer. Take a look.
The stellar performance by students at the Nicholstown Primary School signals the start of the Yuletide season. This year, the group once again joined dozens of other students, parents and teachers from schools across North Andros for the 11th annual Festival of Carols at the Carl Oliver Track and Field Stadium.
Christmas means to me, like, if I have too much, I'll give to my friends or the set in need, because I think Christmas is all about giving. Because if you receive, then you should give.
It means to give, help the poor, and spend time with your family.
The birth of Christ and what he did for us. And because of God's great mercy to us, that's why he brings us here today.
District Superintendent Michelle Boleg encouraged the students not to impose on their parents the need for expensive gifts this Christmas.
I do not want you during this time to put any added stress or pressure on your parents. I don't want you to say, I want an iPad, I want a camera, I want a phone, I want a pair of tennis, the latest style. Please, your parents are trying their very best, and they do not need the added stress. Be grateful and thankful for what it is that you have already.
Then it was off to a gift-giving and Christmas party at the administrative complex where students were showered with gifts and treats. Island Administrator Ivan Ferguson says the event is just one way to reward the students for their accomplishments all year round.
We felt that we ought to give something back to the community. And since this is Christmas time and it's a time of giving, we thought that it was appropriate to give back to the students of the district of North Andros, particularly those students who excelled in their grades and who behaved themselves very well.
Organizers say they are already trying to make next year's event bigger and better. LeDaunne Davis, ZNS Network News.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.